What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today, I have to go ahead and talk to you guys about the specialists when it comes to Battlefield 2042. Now, if it were up to the mass majority of the community, they would be removed by now, right? I think everybody can all come to the conclusion that the class system is far superior than the specialist system when it comes to any Battlefield title out there. But sadly, Battlefield 2042 already had them introduced into the game. EA also paid a ton of voice actors and people to go ahead and play the roles of these specialists, so there is money invested behind each and every character that has been introduced into Battlefield 2042. So, even though we can all agree that specialists do not belong in this franchise, sadly, if we want to see anything be done to Battlefield 2042 in the near future, I do not believe specialists will ever be removed. The only thing that I think we can possibly ever hope for is for the next Battlefield game to completely remove specialists, and then obviously for Battlefield 2042, for them to be able to find a medium ground. Because like I said, they can go ahead and completely ditch them and just make it into the class system again. But again, like I said, EA already coughed up tons of money to hire voice actors and people to write the scripts for it, even though they're very bad, corny scripts for all the specialists. But still, money was invested into the project. There's no way they're going to be removed. So at this point, personally, for me, when it comes to trying to argue a point with DICE, it's just going to be trying to give constructive criticism on how to improve the current specialist build that are in the game. Because like I said, I can argue as much as I want and say class system is far superior. They're not going to do anything about it. We can complain as long as we want, but the game has already been made from the foundation up. So if you don't want to see these things, then wait for the next introduction. And if you obviously want to hear my supplementation on how to fix the specialist, then go ahead and stick on through the video. But if you could take a moment to go ahead and check this out on your screen, Temporal went ahead and data mined another specialist that is coming into Battlefield 2042. His name is Hale. There's also some other data mined specialists that, don't really have a backstory just yet or any leaked information on what they, their specialist ability is. But the other names are Liz and Crawford. But basically what Hale has is an RCXD car, as you can see right in this image. Now, what is the main problem that we see here with this new ability? Yes, it's another assault specialist. You see, when it comes to Battlefield 2042, a lot of the specialist abilities aren't really to assist your teammates anymore, more as to affect your overall kills, giving you easy frags, and helping new players get really easy bodies so they don't feel like they're absolute garbage when it comes to playing a Battlefield title. That's what specialists revolve around when it comes to Battlefield 2042, which is the complete opposite way of how they should be handled. Yes, there has been cheese just as bad as the RCXD car in past Battlefield implementations, but the thing is those Battlefield games had the class system. So there's multiple different things to mess around with. There wasn't just, one overpowered toxic little thing you can mess with. There's so many different unique gadgets you can go ahead and mess around with that there's always something new to do. But when it comes to specialists, this is this individual's one and only gadget. There's not any more gadgets. This isn't a little side thing that you can add on to, like the med crate or the ammo crate or the rocket launcher. No, this is a specialist ability at all times of the game, multiple times in every single life. If he doesn't die, this individual is going to be able to call in multiple RCXD drones, which obviously when the developers go ahead and, advertise it, oh, it's a gadget to go ahead and destroy vehicles and disable different gadgets and stuff like that. Yeah, they can say it like that, but in all reality, we know exactly what's going to happen when this gets into the hands of the real player base. It's going to be turned into an absolute sweatlord's dream. People are going to be calling in RCXD cars 24/7, whipping around the map and getting easy bodies like it's nothing. Now, in my opinion, this specialist ability, and all the other specialist abilities in this game as well, can all be fixed by simply making them support abilities. For example, Boris's turret, the most obnoxious thing in this game, and I gotta say, after this new update, which has been a phenomenal update, I'll be honest here, it's brought the game to a point where it is playable. It's not there yet to being, a fantastic game, and it probably will never reach that level of just GOAT tier Battlefield gameplay like we had in games like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, for example, or even Battlefield 1. We're going to have to wait for another game like that. But when it comes to the game improving, it is. I got to say, the 400 plus bug and glitch fixes was pretty darn solid. And that list included tweaks to the specialists, including their lock-on abilities like the Sentry or even the call-in dogs that you can get into the Battlefield. Anything that's a lock-on streak is a little bit toned down. But In my personal opinion, these abilities should be support abilities. They shouldn't be abilities to help you get kills. They should be abilities to give you information, intel. A lot of these things should be used to spot and scan enemies so you can go ahead and proceed with your squad. I would much rather have the RCXD car as a gadget, a side gadget that you can choose between either having that or an actual rocket launcher. But having it as a specialist ability that you can use multiple times in one life is a little too extra. You know, your gadgets, you have to rely on your teammates to be carrying ammunition or anything else so you can resupply that gadget so you can get more than one. But the specialist ability, like I said, are never ending. They don't go away. So if you are a skilled player and you are competent at keeping your life going for as long as you possibly can, you will be able to stack up these streaks and constantly use them like it's no tomorrow and stack up as many kills as you want. But as a support ability, it'll be less tedious. If you see a RCXD drone or a Boris turret set up, you won't be afraid to push up or try to take an objective, especially if you're a competent player, because you know those streaks are only there to give the enemy player intel. So at the end of the day, the streak or, the ability isn't what's going to be the thing that's killing you. It's the individual after they spot you that will be the challenge. And at the end of the day, that to me is a fair fight. Because yes, they might have the one-up advantage of seeing you on the minimap and have you 3D spotted and stuff like that after getting a scan from the intel. But we've been dealing with that since day one. I mean, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, all the OG goated Battlefield games, even, more recent like Battlefield 1, they have all had the 3D spotting. We are used to it. We are adjusted to it. It wouldn't be a difference if the sentry gun or the RCXD car spotted us, and then we had to deal with the enemies that way. But dying, getting 2 to 3 shot by a sentry gun, or, in the future, seeing this RCXD car roll up to you every 5 seconds and explode in your face, is going to be something that's going to piss off a lot of individuals. And with all honesty, that's not the only way you can fix specialists. I've seen multiple occasions of people saying this exact thing, and I think this is genius. Treat the specialists exactly how you treat the abilities in Star Wars Battlefront 2, or even, I think it was in 1, but definitely Star Wars Battlefront 2, where you gain points for playing the game, either playing objectives, getting kills, whatever it is. If you are benefiting your team, you will get points. And then after you gain enough points, you can buy or purchase with those points a specialist character that you could use on the battlefield during that game. So let's say you're playing as a traditional medic or something like that. And all you can do is just pick people off the ground, just the usual medic stuff. But out of nowhere, you get 5,000 plus points or something from playing so much OBJ and playing with your squad that you can buy Falk. And now you can be the medic that you wanted to be, but because you played so skillfully and you gained it so many points, now you have the ability to go ahead and pull out a med pistol that you can revive people halfway across the map, which gives you even more points to stack up. You see what I'm saying here? They should reward players for playing as a team. They did it in Battlefield 5, and I don't know why they removed it with Battlefield 2042. I mean, Battlefield 5 was perfect. Everybody was encouraged to play with their squad because they would be rewarded with awesome things, whether it's vehicle call-ins, all the way up to massive bombs that you can drop on certain objectives and get you tons of kills. People love that stuff. They eat it up. And of course, the only way you can get those points is by playing objective and, playing with your team. So guess what people did? They played the objective, and they played with their team. Exactly what Battlefield is all about. I think Battlefield 2042 should implement this right into their game. Add in a point system, put the specialist on the side, bring in a traditional class system, and then allow you to build up those points and purchase a specialist during the mid-game. Like, anybody. If you want to buy the grappling hook, then there you go. You get a grappling hook to do extra stuff. A medic, you can do the medic. If you want a Boris turret, you could, buy Boris. So on and so forth. You should be able to do that, but you should be forced to play the game good and play the game with your team in order to get those specialists. But again, that's probably not going to happen. So my best bit of advice, and also constructive criticism, is to go ahead and make all the assault abilities turn into support abilities. Everything that could potentially kill you that is not a weapon in an enemy's hands should only be able to spot you. I think if they went ahead and did that, the specialists wouldn't be as annoying as they are today. And even though they're not completely accepted, it is a good, decent first start. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below on how you think they should manage the specialist system when it comes to Battlefield 2042. Like I said, I think they should just change all the assault abilities straight over to support abilities. But again, I think a lot of you guys can come up with 10 times better of an idea than just that. Again, I don't want to just see people saying, oh, remove specialist 110%, because that is the simplest outcome. That's what we all want. It's the most obvious thing that we want to be done. But I think the hardest thing is trying to find a middle ground, something that will allow the developers to keep specialists, but also allow the community to enjoy the game? What do you think could possibly be that middle ground for you guys? But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, bumps, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so: Twitter and Discord, both link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, do over on Twitch, link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.